The and or functions allow you to run multiple logical tests. It is similar to the if, except it only ends up giving you a true or a false. Now, the most difficult thing about and or is to decide which one to use where. And we found that the easiest way to do that is you must read out aloud or say out aloud what you're trying to do, and your grammar will actually tell you whether you should use an and or an or. So for example, if we've got a whole bunch of students and these are their marks, and we've decided that we immediately will hire someone if all of their marks are above, in this case, 75%. So what we're actually saying is that their maths mark must be bigger than 75%, and science must be bigger than 75%, and English must be bigger than 75%. So you can hear that in this case it's the and function. The actual function itself is very easy, so we'll find it, and you'll see it's just a case of giving it a whole bunch of logical tests. So this is the first part of an if function, and you'll see, so in this logical test I'm going to say that must be bigger than that, and I'm going to put my dollar signs on. The next one, and notice when I click on 2, a third one appears. So I'm going to say that must be bigger than that with the dollar signs. And so as I add more options are available, and you'll see you can add up to 255 of them. When I say OK, the end result is a true or false. So you'll see that it says true when all of them are bigger than our 75%, and it's false. So even though there's one here that is bigger than 75, it does not meet the and requirements, so it gives us a false here. The or function is exactly the same thing, except now only one of them has to be true to generate a true. So in this case we're saying let's interview the people first if either maths is bigger than 75% or science is bigger than 75% or English is bigger than 75%. So the way you create it is the same, except you start with an or, and all we're going to say is click in that cell, is it bigger than 75%, put our dollar signs on, is it bigger than 75%, and now when I say OK, we get a false for that one, none of them are bigger than 75%, and when we copy down, you'll see this one also says true, because at least one of them was bigger than 75%, but now that one has got a true, because at least one of them is bigger than 75%. Ands and ors are often used in conjunction with if functions. So in this case what we're going to do is create an if function, because it's easier to have a single column that'll say hire them, interview them, or send rejection letter, than to try and look at all these trues and falses. So in this case I'm going to create an if function, and I'm going to say if that cell over there equals true, and remember, because it's a true false I don't need the inverted commas, comma, if it's true we're going to type the word hire them, and we need inverted commas, comma. Now we need to do a separate test, because if it's false then it must look here. So I'm going to say if this one equals true, then we're going to say interview them, otherwise we'll say send rejection letter. You can close it once, close it twice, and now when I copy and paste it down, you can in one column see what you need to do. You can as well, if you want, rather than having several columns, we could actually build the ands and ors directly in here. So you'll see this, to adjust this formula, it's saying if E4 equals true, instead of saying E4, what I'm going to do is go to the contents of E4, copy it without the equal sign, go here, and where it says E4, I'm just going to paste my formula. And then we're going to do the same thing. So over here it said if F4 equals true, so let's go to F4, copy the contents of that cell without the equal sign, and replace the F4 with Control V. And now what I can do is I copy and pasted it, and now actually these are not necessary. I can delete them, because what we've now done is built the ands and the ors directly into the logical part of the if function. So if I click on the function wizard, so you'll see ands and ors can go into this logical test, because their end result is a true or false, which is what a logical test is asking for in an if function.